Yes guys, welcome from me, Challenge Manager 0102. Something a little bit more different for you today. Might be a little bit of rage coming out now. So somebody asked me some time back, why do I do what I do? You know, why, you know, for what reason? The short answer of that is I just enjoy talking shit. I enjoy giving my views. I've always liked, as a kid, I always loved doing things like commentary, reading off the teletext, reading the latest scores. Remember the days of the video printer back on BBC One at about 4:45 on a Saturday afternoon? I used to love all that shit, right? And I, you know, like, and of course with what's his name dying recently, John Motson. You know, it was quite sad actually because he's all quite inspirational. But anyway, so what I thought I'd have a quick hit on today are, I'm not going to call them my rivals, the alternative channels out there, and there's three that I've cherry picked that you might actually see, two of which I'm going to be very positive about, one of which I'm not, and I'm going to explain why. So this is my own channel. You know, I don't do this to get 1,000 subscribers. I mean, yeah, if you know another 600 odd people that want to subscribe, go for it. Because I think because I reach 1,000, I think I get some sort of extra bullshit. I don't know. So, like I say, this is more like a passion. You know, anyone that's probably subscribed is a big CM fan. I'm a big CM fan, of course I am. You know, I contribute on the Facebook group. I contribute on the CM official forums. You know, I've got a lot of passion and love for the game. This is my own. I do a Discord channel, but this is my own sort of thing that I can just purely focus on. And I'll always emphasise and reiterate here: these are my own views. And if you don't like it, it's tough shit. So I'll start with this guy here. Now, this is Ebun. His channel is known as the Ebfats. Now, to be fair to Ebs, right, I stole a couple of ideas from him, and just so no one's accusing me of fucking theft here, I did ask him. Basically, he came up with, he did something on his forums signature where he puts his YouTube, and I said, I think that's a really good idea. Do you mind me doing the same thing? He goes, absolutely not. So I like to think, right, that, you know, I can quite easily take tips off Ebs, stuff that he does, and vice versa. And I haven't looked at these channels for ages. Now, Ebs, you know, I'm looking around, he does a lot of the same sort of stuff as me in terms of videos. Fourth column attributes, I know I've done one of them somewhere. Chairman attributes, I've not even done. I think that's a great one. The very best CMO 102 ODB players in under 15 minutes. I have had a look at that video. I think it's great. I think he's got some really good material. I'm one of these that likes the sound of my own voice. You probably already know that. And also, as a difference between me and Ebs is Ebs won't swear. I have a tendency to say the odd one or two profanity words, which I'm not going to apologise for. So Ebs has some really good material. Now, if you're not already subscribed to Ebs, I strongly advise you do. I think Ebs has got some absolute great material. And I remember we were looking at, what was it now? I think attributes, specific attributes, and we shared a couple of views on it. I also think Ebs, we also follow the same suit in having an ODB install and an updated install as close to real life. We share the same view on wanting the update to be as close to real life as possible that the game allows. So yeah, definitely advise or suggest subscribe to Ebs. If you haven't, get your ass over there. The next person, good friend of mine, Mark Whitaker. Yes, alright. There's not much going on Mark Whitaker's channel at the moment, but that is a work in progress. Mark has some great material. Now, the good thing about Mark, right, what he does is he does a lot of interactive sort of gaming with Mark. And for example, if I just go to my channel a minute, Mark did something. It was quite a while ago, to be honest with you. It was one of the very first things Mark did, and he did this interactive game where he got a load of people from Facebook. And let me just find it. It's around here somewhere. Just fucking bear with me. Hold your fucking horses. Basically, he did like a fantasy football where a bunch of us. Oh, there it is. The League of Champions. And Mark did that. And I know he didn't quite. I think a lot of things came up at home at the time. And at the end of the day, we've all got lives. We've all got, Annie, see. We've all got lives, and you know, shit takes over, no doubt about that. So that's why that didn't conclude. nevertheless, you know, what he did with this League of Champions was absolutely brilliant. It was really, really good. The other thing I like about Mark, right, let's go back to his channel. The other thing I like about Mark is not afraid to say it as it is. And I like that because, let me put it another way, Mark, to some people, may say he's a bit out of order for saying that. Disagree. It is what it is. If, you know, you all know my views on Wibwop. Fortunately, Mark shares almost the same views in respect of people exploiting the match engine or manipulating it. And he's not afraid to say it. And I like that. I like that a lot, you know. Probably because it just proves that I'm not the only one that thinks it. So, I believe, in due course, there is some stuff to come with for Mark Whittaker. So if you haven't already subscribed there, subscribe over to Mark Whittaker. Now then, if you've already subscribed to this guy, I want you to unsubscribe. Because obviously I've done a video on this prick before, right? And since my last video to this guy, he's continued to put bullshit videos of CM buying the same players, doing the same shit, exploiting the same... It fucking angers me that someone could be such a fucking dick. You know, do you know what? You know when you read something about, I don't know, let's say COVID, and or you hear about a disease, or you hear about an earthquake in Turkey, and you say to yourself, or you say, do you know what? I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Well, in terms of things like diseases and earthquakes and all that sort of shit, I do wish that on this prick. I do wish that. That's how much I fucking hate him. Because the biggest thing about him, right, is he's a gutless swine who, when you leave a comment on one of his videos, the prick ignores it or deletes it. My friend Gary Johnson called him out. He fucking deletes the comment. He's got no fucking balls, right? And it really fucking hacks me off. He can do what he wants with his 2,400 subscribers. That's not going to change the fact that he's a prick. You know, I mean, the thing is, he's not a CM relay. He pretends to say know his CM shit. He don't know his CM shit whatsoever. And I am just reiterating stuff that I'd already said on the previous video. Yes, he's got some fancy artwork. There you go, 10 out of 10 for fancy artwork. Rob, because that's his name, Rob Lancaster Cunt, or something like that. Rob Cunty Lancaster. I'm not 100% sure. But the bottom line is, right, he's a fucking knob. He really is a knob. And I'm trying to look now for the most recent video he's done. I've got a feeling... no, that was it. It was this Man United one. And I think this is a 90... No, I don't think it was at 97. Oh, he's actually got one saying cheap formations. Well, that's a bit fucking rich. You know, there's that terminology not to use...
Now, just
the word cheap formation.
The formation and the instructions. Have a quick look.
Exploiting.
FA Cup.
You know, do you know what? I don't want to hear his voice, yeah, because it just fucking angers me so much, and I just want to hunt the prick down. You know, he's one of these, right? He has that following of people, of a bunch of right kiss asses, right, who think he's the bollocks. The only thing he's got is he talks a load of bollocks. That's the only thing he's got. So if you are subscribed to TGR, right, if you're subscribed at TGR and you're subscribed at me, please unsubscribe from one of us. I don't give a shit who, because I don't want to be associated or have any affiliation with that fucking dick, right? I mean, let's be honest, right? His picture just makes me think of the Nintendo. You know, looking at a picture of Mario. I mean, what is that? Is that to entice fucking children or something like that? Is that a serious allegation? But, you know, he's a cunt. So, anyway, let's just fucking scrap that shit off here and go back to something a bit more important. So, yeah, definitely worth a subscription to these two guys here. I think they are definitely worth subscription. Ebbs, if you like my sort of material, you'll like Ebbs. Mark, if you like the interactive side of things, there is more to come on Mark. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And if you've got anything you want to add, anything you want to know, anything you want to critique, anything you want to slag off, fire away. Till next time from me, guys, take it easy.